So let me ask you,
Ask away.
because I do have an answer. I want to see if your answer is the same as my answer. What does Indiana have to do tonight to win this game?
What?
Just this game, not the series. Because if I'm Indiana, I got to think one game at a time. Treat every game like it's a game 7.
In my opinion, it's they gotta make those shots, which is just too easy. So let's go with this. You need Paul George to hold LeBron to a normal human being basketball game. Okay, so no 27-9-9. Normal basketball game. Let's say 25-5 or less in any of those categories. And they have to out rebound Miami by a minimum of 15. Minimum. 15. Win the rebound margin by 15. Hold LeBron to
a pretty big margin.
I know. Every time they beat the Knicks, it was by 13. They out rebounded the Knicks by 13 or more. Every win they had against the Knicks, 13 or more rebounds.
This isn't the Knicks, though.
No, it's not. They actually rebound worse than the Knicks.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know about that.
I'm pretty sure. That's a team stat that we can find out about. And I want to find that one out. But
so for you, it's Paul George's got to keep LeBron in check, and they have to out-rebound him.
Yes. Those to me would be your biggest.
See, to me, the biggest key in this series is the same thing that was the biggest key in the Knicks series, and that is Roy Hibbert has to dominate the paint.
Real quick, how many rebounds a game did I tell you they need to out-rebound Miami?
15.
15. How many rebounds I'll just tell you. Miami was 30th overall in the NBA this year, a.k.a. last in the league in rebounding at 38.6 rebounds a game. Indiana was first in the NBA in rebounding at 46 rebounds a game. So that's right there, 8 rebounds off the bat. 8 rebounds, 38 to 36 or 46. So, best rebounding team versus the worst rebounding team. This is actually also the first time in over 10 years that you have a matchup between the number 1 defense and the number 1 offense in the Eastern Conference Finals. So that's pretty cool, and that's what you're really talking about here. It is a matchup of contrasting styles. A team that relies heavily on defense and rebounding, and a team that relies heavily on fast break and offense. And that's the thing. I don't want to take away from Miami's defensive skills because Miami is one of the best defensive teams in the league. But they can't rebound, especially against a team that's going to have a guy like Roy Hibbert down there. That is going to kill them. And that to me is where you're going to see whether or not Indiana can win this game, win this series, however you want to, look at it. If you want to look at it one game at a time or as a series as a whole, they need to out-rebound Miami, and they need to hit their shots. Because they're just like Chicago. They're a team that may be able to hold you under 90, but they struggle to break 80 as an offense. Their offense excels at home and is questionable at best on the road. So I gave you my answer. Do you agree, disagree? You said you had an answer.
My answer is Roy Hibbert. Hibbert, to me, is the difference maker. If he can own the paint the way he did against the Knicks, if he can go in and just dominate, block shots, change direction, I mean, that's a big part of both Wade and LeBron's game, is they drive the hole. Where Melo will sometimes just settle for a jump shot, LeBron does drive the paint. Wade drives the paint. And then they kick it out from there. Roy Hibbert, to me, is the guy in the middle that the shot altering and shot blocking is going to be a big key. The rebounding, the not allowing them second chance opportunities. I think Roy Hibbert is the difference in this series. He can be. If he shows up to play and he plays like he played in the New York series, I think Indiana can make this, can make it a series, can push it to 6. If Roy Hibbert don't show up, I think it's a clean sweep.
You know
To
what?
me, that's the difference. Because LeBron, no matter how good Paul George plays, or Stevenson plays on him, or any of these guys play on him, West, LeBron's still going to get his at the end of the day. He's still going to have 20-plus points. He's still going to pull down 5, 6, 7, 8 boards. Still going to have 4 or 5 assists probably a game. LeBron's going to get his. So don't focus on LeBron. Focus on what you got to do. And what they got to do is they have to get Hibbert involved in the offense. They've got to get him charged up on the defense. And they, like you said, they have to out-rebound.
And you know what? I can't argue with you on that at all because the simple fact of the matter is if Roy Hibbert dominates, Miami has no answer. None. Zero, zilch, nada. No answer at all. And I really think that there is enough things that work in Indiana's favor that could give them a chance to win this series. My biggest question mark for them is simply can they score enough points? It's really that simple. Can they score enough points? Because when they played New York, they lucked out and got a cold J.R. Smith. They got a 80% at best Tyson Chandler. I don't care. Look, I expected more out of Chandler even with him not being that healthy. But there was no way that was 100% healthy Tyson Chandler. Amari Stoudemire coming back after how much time missed. Like, a lot of different things. Jay Kidd, who randomly in this playoffs decided he no longer wanted to know how to shoot a jump shot. I don't know what the hell happened to him. Shot well all year long. All of a sudden, he gets to the playoffs. He can't hit the broadside of a barn. They lucked out going against New York when it comes down to New York's ability to score the basketball. They caught New York at the right time. Miami, like you said, if they can't hit their jump shots, they're going to drive. They're going to get to the foul line. So can Indiana score enough points, and can Roy Hibbert stay out of foul trouble? You know what I mean? Like, there's a lot of different perspectives on how you could look at this series, and I think Roy Hibbert is definitely one of those guys you can boil it down to. You know, instead of sitting here and going through everything. I think Roy Hibbert, just as an individual, is a great person to just be like, dude, you really can be the determining factor in how this series goes. And the refs will play a part. They always do. It's just how it is. You're going to put LeBron and them are going to put the onus on the refs. They're going to force them to have to make a call or make a no call. Just going to have to. It's just how it's going to be.